the Zambezi Valley was missing a key element, and that was the black rhino. It's one of the big five animals. As you know, the big five are elephant, buffalo, lion, leopard, and rhino. And the rhino have been missing for many, many years from that big five, because in the 80s there was a huge poaching onslaught from all over coming through Zambia, but there were people coming from all over Africa to come and attack our rhino, and they were wiping them out. So the Department of National Parks captured all the rhino and moved them to other, what they thought to be safer conservation zones deeper inside the country and away from the border. Even these pockets of protected animals are being under threat. Although there are some successful projects that are happening with rhino numbers beating up quite successfully, you're always under threat wherever you are. The demand for rhino horn is too great. And as you can see now, elephant are swimming across the Zambezi there. It's a beautiful sight to see, and I would like my children to see it and my grandchildren to see it. So we had to have support from outside. Our capacity is limited, so we have had to get help from other parties outside of Zimbabwe, like Rhino Force. Zimbabwe is a massive country, and we have a huge percentage of the country under national parks. So it's as much as 1/3 of the country. So we wouldn't be able to cover the support for the 1/3 of the whole country. So we are focusing on the Lower Zambezi Valley, which is what we feel is the heart of Zimbabwe's national parks, and which needed the most support from us. And it's becoming more and more acceptable that third-party NGOs are coming back to help wildlife, because wildlife has no politics. Wildlife must be protected. Even on a private capacity, when you stop hunting, you lose a big source of revenue, because hunting is a very expensive sport that the people who come and do hunting pay a lot of money, and a lot of the money goes towards national parks and towards keeping a lot of communities going. So yes, we understand that there's a transformation that has to happen, but also, like the private entity, national parks would be skeptical naturally, because they're seeing a huge loss of revenue, but they accept it because they like the private entity, understand that the animals are being still, even with the revenue of hunting, they are still under huge pressure from poachers, not the hunters but the poachers that are also eating at the wildlife. So yeah, they are skeptical, but they do support the initiative. They know that's where we have to go to. The horn, we hope, will stay on the rhino, but the rhino without a horn is like a king without a crown. You know, the rhino needs a horn. It's part of their whole social structure. We are really looking forward to a future of bringing black rhino back into controlled intensive protection zones here in the Zambezi, and allow them to breed up, not in a zoo or a cage, but in a natural free-ranging environment, but of course with the highest protection which only Rhino Force